Hey, welcome back, everyone, to a
Oh my
new
God.
episode of the No Sauce Podcast with John, Danny, and soon to not be Kyle. Clip that. Cut it.
So bad. So bad. He's over here clipping a video and he's bringing in the introduction for this podcast episode. Crazy.
Dude.
He's
Dude,
multitasking, I guess. We'll put it in a positive way.
Hey, you said you could cut it, so just cut that part out. Maybe save it in the
I'm gonna leave
blooper
that in.
reel.
That's the beginning of the podcast right there. That's when we.
Hey, guys, so season 4, episode Niner.
Hey, I like a niner. Yeah, did I catch a niner in there? Absolutely. Damien's going to be pissed. The more you have to clip, the longer it's going to be until he can watch it. So
we're calling from a walkie-talkie.
Yeah. It's not 6'7", so it's not 6'7", but
so stupid.
Yeah, it is pretty stupid.
So stupid.
Good times.
Yes.
But welcome to another episode. Here we are. Big week for all of us. We have a podcast episode today. Well, tonight. It'll come out on Wednesday. Well, you know what? You're going to be viewing this on Wednesday, so we'll just say it's Wednesday anyways. And then we're going to Mesquite on Thursday morning to play some golf, old man slow pitch softball, podcast from maybe the Virgin River Casino Hotel.
Yes.
Just whatever. And some mic'd up moments this weekend too. So we're looking forward to that. Memories is what we call it.
Hey, should I go get one of those like cameras that like you wear and it clips on with the magnet or whatever?
It doesn't work right there because when you're maybe it's my big fat behind.
I know because yours like angles it upwards instead.
Angles it upwards, and then it was like it didn't stabilize either. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's different with somebody else, but we got GoPros and we got action cams. We've done it before. This is not our first rodeo, so we're gonna have some fun.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Did you have an extra mic, or is it just the 2 mics?
I have 4 mics. I have 2 that connect to my phone and 2 that connect to the GoPro. So we'll have 4 different mics going on.
Yeah. So that's it.
What?
Like, can we? Like, do you need more? Like,
no.
Can we do more?
I don't want to do more. It's too much.
It's a lot.
It's too much.
A lot.
So because they don't separate out the audio, like they're together. And so I can't separate out the different mics. So that's where the issue lies. But we're going to have some fun with it. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. And we're looking forward to it. We still don't necessarily have it in concrete when we play. The other day I was told we play at 3 p.m. on Friday. Today I was sent a bracket that says we play at 4 p.m. But then the person who sent me the bracket said that, well, there may be some changes because some teams, and times. And so it's either 3 or 4 right now. Hopefully it's the 4 p.m. so we don't have to play on a baseball field. But either way, we're playing on Friday, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't matter. Especially one of those later draws. I mean, either way, you're talking about a first-round bye, right? So, I mean, it's a good draw either way. I'm looking at it, and, I mean, at the part of the bracket we're looking at, obviously, we don't know a lot of these teams. And we'll see who's sandbagging where, and it would be cool to see our friends old Stud Farm in the semifinals. That'd be some good times down in Mesquite for sure.
It'd be very interesting if we could, if we get there to see Stud Farm in the semis, beat them.
Balls on you.
The undefeated game, and then we get balls on you in the undefeated game. Like, that would be wild.
That would be wild.
So we'll see what happens. It's all about hitting because I know our defense is going to be really good. So we're going to have some fun. But there's going to be a lot of content that comes from this weekend. So
yeah.
Probably a little too much.
Maybe.
A lot of editing is going to need to happen. That's for sure, depending on where your distribution center is. So.
And we'll probably need that beeper button to like be nonstop, just every other word. Beep,
That's the good thing about the AI system that I use to like pull the little reel clips. It has the auto sensor on it, so
Does it? Okay.
It'll be there. There'll be a lot of beeps.
Oh, is that why it's all choppy? You're all cheating. You ain't even doing that shit. Yeah. Oh boy. You just revealed your secret, dude. We're early on this, man. Come on.
Exactly.
We revealed this early. Yes. Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about, as you know, always, we talk about this college football playoff ranking. BYU offense was non-existent on Saturday at Texas Tech. I told a few guys before the game BYU was going to lose by 2 touchdowns. Just like I said, Utah was going to beat Cincinnati by 2 touchdowns the week before. And, well, it happened. So now BYU is 12 in every single poll, AP, coaches, and college football playoff. And I'm going to let John take over, Danny take over, because I know John has some feelings about it. So we'll hear his, and then we'll hear Danny's thoughts on it. And we'll let you make a decision. I'm not going to share any thoughts because I think it's all a bunch of garbage when I hear the SEC commissioner saying, "Oh, we need to get 8 teams from our conference in the college football playoff." Like,
well, hey, you said you were going to say nothing. Hey, let him talk.
This is John's platform now.
Listen, I'm going to try to keep my words very brief tonight. Okay, I don't have a problem with the rankings that came out. Okay, I think there's plenty of games left that it will still work itself out. I do find it ridiculous, but again, it'll work itself out. But I find it ridiculous that BYU is sitting behind a 2-loss Texas, a 2-loss Oklahoma, and a 2-loss Notre Dame. All of those teams have looked shaky at best all season. Notre Dame has looked dominant after their first 2 losses. However, who have they played? Their best win is against an USC team. That's it. Their other 2 notable games were losses. Yes, they were on the last play of the game and this and that, whatever, at the very beginning of the season against 2 teams that were different then than they are now and blah, 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 blah. But you use that same argument with any other team, and it's like, who cares? So we're picking and choosing what we say about different teams. Notre Dame has some good quality wins against no-name teams this year, right? Arkansas, Boston College, Purdue, Navy. I mean, all of which teams, if you put BYU, that schedule in front of BYU, we would be sitting 8-2 or 7-2 or whatever they are right now. There wouldn't be any difference. I cannot see, if you gave Notre Dame the same schedule that BYU has, that they would not be sitting at 2 losses or potentially even 3 losses right now. So that being said, I think it's all going to work itself out. I said it at the very beginning of the season. I didn't like a 2-loss Notre Dame 0-2 to be ranked at that time, but that they could earn their way back. So yes, if they run the table, they'll be 10-2. And I think at that point, because there'll be some losses in the SEC, probably Texas and Oklahoma going down, we'll probably see Ole Miss or Georgia fall. And so, yeah, Notre Dame probably makes it into the playoff with 2 losses. Big whoop. A lot still has to happen. What we can't see, to speak to Kyle's imaginary scenario that somebody put out there, is we can't see Texas run the table, Oklahoma run the table, because then everybody else in the field is utterly screwed, because the playoff committee will probably try to find a way to put six or 7 SEC teams if they can. I don't see there's any chance possible. I've heard up to 9, but I don't see that happening. I definitely can't see 8. So to be honest, I think everything's going to work itself out. I still am going to throw this out there. Georgia Tech beats Georgia at the end of the season. Georgia Tech wins the ACC. They'll leapfrog Miami. They'll be in as probably in a 10 or 11 seed. And, all will be right in the world. 1 ACC team, I think we get at least 2 from the Big 12, whether that's BYU or Utah, and Texas Tech. And I won't even go into Texas Tech, but, they're good. They're at 6. I would love to see them higher, but again, I think everything works itself out in the end, and they'll probably be a 3 or 4 seed going into the bracket. So that's my take.
Do you think that there'll be 2 teams from the Big 12 in the college football playoff?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Either BYU wins out, and there'll be a 1-loss team going to the Big 12 championship, and whether they win or lose, you'll have an 11-1 team or 11-2 at that point. They'll be right there on the bubble. They'll be that 10 seed that makes it in, because you'll have an ACC team be probably the 11 seed, or if Georgia Tech beats Georgia, like I think, you could see BYU slide into 9, Georgia Tech at 10, or they flip because that Georgia win will be really good for them and they take 9th, BYU at 10. Or if BYU loses, Utah's right there on their heels, the way that the college football committee has said it. Utah will slide into that second spot for the Big 12.
So the other question, though, with that is, I want to look it up here.
Don't forget about Duke over in the ACC, dude. Duke controls their own destiny over there, too. They could really screw some things up. They could.
They could. You could see a Duke. I was looking at the schedules. You could actually see Miami win out, not make the ACC championship game, and then make it as an at-large bid.
Yes.
And then if somebody like Duke runs the table,
yes.
then you get 2 from the ACC. That could screw up things, but I don't think it screws it up for the Big 12. I think the Big 12, I'm hoping that things work themselves out in the SEC. You have somebody like an Ole Miss, Texas, and Oklahoma lose. That gives Ole Miss 2 losses. It would give Texas and Oklahoma 3 losses. I think they're out. I think somebody like a charging USC or Michigan comes in and takes either the 3rd or 4th spot for the Big 12. You get 2 from the Big 10. You get 2 from the Big 12, 1 from the ACC, 1 at large, and then I don't know. Do the math.
Yeah,
5 or 6
well, I mean, if Georgia Tech beats
South
Pitt,
Florida,
if Georgia Tech beats Pitt not this weekend but next weekend, beats Boston College this week and then beats Pitt next weekend, they're in the ACC championship game. That Georgia game doesn't even matter to them, except if they win that, then they're going to be a playoff team. Period. Whatever happens in the ACC.
Yeah, a playoff team. That's more important than. I mean, yes. I mean, making your conference championship is going to be the easier path. But if you're already going to be there without making it there, that's
cool too. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't think Duke. Well, Duke's got the favorable schedule out of everybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's there. It could definitely happen.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll all be interesting. I think there's still a lot of football to be played.
There is.
As a BYU fan, I am. I'll be honest. I am embarrassed in how the offense was run this last weekend. I think the last thing I'll say about the BYU offense, or the only time I'll say this, is Aaron Roderick has done a decent job over the last however many years, but he is not the guy that's going to take us to the next level. Okay, I know I'm not necessarily calling for his job, but some people are going to say, "Oh, well, BYU only has 3 losses over the last 2 seasons, and why are you calling for him to be kicked out?" Well, because here's the thing: the last 2 seasons, it's been the defensive turnovers and special teams that have helped us win a number of games that Aaron Roderick couldn't help us win.
But how much of that is a freshman quarterback, though? I think your quarterback is just a little bit exposed, right?
No, it was the play calling was awful, Danny. Like it was.
I don't disagree with the play calling wasn't great, right? It didn't help the freshman quarterback at all.
No, I mean what I dislike is you're going up against arguably the toughest rushing defense in the nation in Texas Tech. And yes, you have one of the best running backs in the nation, and we show some signs of him being able to run through the tackles and gain 4, 5, 6 yards. You abandon that, but don't do anything to spread the defense out to give your freshman quarterback a chance to get on the move and settle into some good zone passes.
Sure. Yeah.
It was just
I agree. Yeah.
Like speed option. They run that triple reverse option, every few whatever you call them, possessions and stuff. But it's other than that, you're not doing anything else. It was just it was frustrating. I was excited. If somebody told me BYU at this point in the season would be 8-1, I would be tickled pink. Okay, I'd be thrilled. Okay. Now, luckily, we didn't give up as many points as Utah did to Texas Tech. However, did not look good. Did not look good. I thank goodness the college football committee kind of boxed themselves in as to where BYU could drop. But offense did not look good, and there needs to be a big change. Luckily, we've got a little bit easier of a TCU, a little bit easier, not saying a lot, little bit easier competition in TCU this week at home. Hopefully that rejuvenates the team. Hopefully we can make some adjustments, because we lose the game this week, we're done. We have no shot at any college football playoff. It'll still be a good season, but I think we struggle the following week in Cincinnati if we can't put the TCU game away.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with it. Like, as far as where the standings set, like Kyle and I talked beforehand, like where we thought teams were going to fall, and I agree with you that I think they should have only fallen to 10. They should have stayed ahead of the two lost teams, right?
Yeah.
But kind of knew they were going to fall to 12 just because they were falling behind. But
yeah.
Once again, like you said, a lot of those games are going to play out. I mean, we got, Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, Alabama. These dudes are all going to play each other. So I think, where BYU, they control their own destiny. They're sitting in a good spot.
And what about Oregon? I mean, they're sitting at what, 8?
Yeah, we're okay right now. I don't like where we're sitting. I mean, we still got a home playoff game right now, but I still would like to get away from Ohio State until a little bit further. The Natty would be nice, but
well, I mean, but even then, before then, you've got tough matchups coming up against USC
and Washington. Yeah,
and Washington,
so
right?
we got to go to Washington. That's the one that scares me the most, right? Like, so I mean, that's always that's our rival from back in the day. Huck the Fuskies and all that stuff. That's that's a fun rivalry, and that them losing last week really puts it into, now they're in the spoiler. I really thought that was going to be like, a backdoor way into the playoff for the Big Ten was going to be the Oregon Washington game. But now, gosh dang, like that's going to be, Oregon's got to go to Washington. They're going to have to handle the business and not get spoiled. And I think, I think Oregon's sitting around the 7-6 spot. I'm okay with where they're at. Like, I know they went down from the AP poll to the college poll, but a lot of people are right. Like, I mean, we really haven't played anybody, whatever, right? Like, I mean, people say that a lot, but going to Iowa and playing, winning at Kinnick, that's a big win, and especially in tough conditions. The game against Wisconsin at home, that was terrible conditions, but to be those, to that top 3, top 5, you got to do a little something special. And we've got some dudes coming back. I mean, our tight end was out, our number 1 wide receiver was out, our tackle was out, another dude went down. So I like where Oregon's at, but they're going to have to, not cruise this. They got Minnesota, I believe, at home this weekend. Not cruise there and then win a couple games, and I think they'll be around the 4, 5, 6 spot, no lower than 7 is where I'd like to see them going into the playoffs.
What are their? I guess one loss. They still have a chance. Actually, if Ohio State and Indiana win out, they have no shot at getting in the Big Ten championship.
Right,
so.
and I haven't looked too much into that. It's just, I mean, with these large conferences, I hate them not playing everybody and not being split into separate conferences to come to play together, right? Like, there's pros and cons with both. Like, when you add the leaders and the legends and things like that, like it's just so hard to put in. Now we end up with a bunch of 1-loss divisional teams, and let's not forget about Michigan. I mean, what happens if Michigan goes and beats Ohio State? That's going to be chaos, right? But I mean, it's hard to measure teams once you get these conferences that are so big that don't actually go head to head. So now you're saying against a common opponent. And I understand that's how tiebreakers work, but me playing against you and you playing against Kyle, I mean, that doesn't necessarily that we've got different game plans, we've got different schemes, different personnel. So that whole games against common opponents, I always hate that with tiebreakers, right? So I prefer the head-to-head and who beats who within their own division. So it'll be interesting. It could be we could have some chaos, which is what's great. That's what we all kind of want, is some chaos towards the end, because that helps the little guys usually.
Well, here's the thing. It won't help the little guy at all in this instance, because if you have an Ohio State lose to Michigan Michigan wins out. Michigan's in their conference championship. They're gonna make it in.
Well, yeah,
right?
not in that exact instance. You're right. And that's just going to water things down and just push people out. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So like, and what I mean is, like, a smaller conference, you go undefeated, great. That chaos helps you indefinitely, but it's when you have a one loss and you're being compared to a big conference 2-loss team. Like, it's tough. Like,
it is tough.
Again, BYU sitting behind Texas and Oklahoma.
And
it's
now
very worrisome.
Yes, and because now that everybody wants to go back to the eye test now when you're talking about the big boys, right? Like, that's what pisses me off about this whole thing, right? Like, we're trying to get down to these metrics, and we've got this strength of record, strength of schedule, strength of this, whatever. But now it's like, oh, but the eye test. I don't give a shit about the eye test, man. Like, are we judging it off of metrics and numbers or whatever? Once again, I'll go back to, do I think that Ohio State should be the number 1 team ranked in the country because they're the dogs on the top? They're undefeated. I do. But these guys have put this formula together. So we're either going by it or we're not. Like, that's the frustration in all this, I think, for me.
And I think Kyle and I were talking about the other day where they're not. I mean, they're not. If you're using the metrics to assign your rankings, Ohio State's not number 1 up until last week. Yeah, up until last week when BYU lost. Ohio State and BYU, if you look at strength of record, strength of schedule, and so on and so forth, were very comparable according to those metrics. Now, a big loss to now, if you look at the eye test, I don't see Ohio State going into Texas Tech and losing as bad as BYU. I'm not saying they're going to go in and win, but there's a part of that where if you've got 2 teams that are identical, okay, then maybe use the eye test. But I don't know. In this instance, we'll let games play out. Let the games play out. If Ohio State runs the table, goes undefeated, wins the Big Ten championship, 100%. They were last year's champion. They haven't lost since. Keep them number 1. Texas A&M would be number 2, assuming they win out. But Indiana looked very shaky this last week, and if it wasn't for the groundskeeper cutting the grass just perfectly or whatever, they end up losing.
I love how they give the Heisman moment to the quarterback. How about the dude that caught it? That's 100%. That's the dude right there, man.
Yeah. That was incredible. Like, you look at his right foot is touching.
I knew it was down. I was like, oh, he's out of bounds. That right foot's down. And then you look, and how did the left foot get before the right foot? That's
if you look at it again, I believe his right foot touches inbound, but he hasn't secured the ball yet. It lifts back up, and then the left foot comes down, and then the right foot. Like, dude, that's hats off. Great catch.
Divine intervention. Some of that kind of ridiculous stuff that happens at times,
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yep.
Crazy, like you said, crazy that his was it his left? It was his left foot that didn't come down, that didn't touch.
His right foot. His right foot's the one that didn't touch. His left foot got in.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But again, I'm pretty sure,
like he said, it was down and then it got up before. Like, by the time he secured the ball,
it was like his foot hit, and he was just like, beep, just push with that right foot just to get up just a little bit more. Yeah,
like you said, the mower was just angled just right at the back of the goal line.
Yeah, Jimbo, who paints the lines out there, is just getting reamed. Like, oh, you should have painted the line with the indent and blah, 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 blah. It was crazy.
Absolutely
crazy. I love that there is somebody outside of the normal blue bloods in the Big Ten that's has a chance to win it. But at the same time, like, at this point, I want the blue bloods. Whoever's on top, continue winning. Those 2-loss teams, just lose. Make it easier. Give me a shot as BYU. I just want that. I want to hang that over
So you're
all
a
the Utah
Pittsburgh
fans.
fan this weekend.
Dude,
I'm guessing.
I am a huge anti Notre Dame fan right now. So yes, I want Pittsburgh to win. Who else does Notre Dame play? Get the wrong mouse. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I'm a big Pitt fan. Syracuse. Here would be the amazing thing. Last game of the year, last playoff spot between Notre Dame and BYU, and Stanford. Stanford comes up with a win over Notre Dame.
Stanford, an ACC school, by the way.
That and somebody that BYU manhandled at the beginning of the season. So it's like we'd have a common opponent that you could say. So Stanford, come on.
Go
Hold on to
Cardinal.
your pine needles for a little bit longer. Yeah, and go Cardinal. But yeah, I think Pitt, I love the Pitt coach's interview answer earlier this week. I mean, I don't love it. I actually hate it. But he's like, I don't care. He's like, I don't care about this game. We could lose 100-0. I don't care. Because this game means nothing to us. It's the next two. I want to win the next two, so we're in the ACC championship game.
Yep.
And it's like, I hate that that's the mentality, right? I'm sure that's not how he really feels. I'm sure he wants to go out and he wants to beat Notre Dame so that, gives his team some more clout and whatnot. But like, some people were saying, well, what he should do is he should rest some guys because this game doesn't matter. Let's keep the guys rested and healthy. Those guys that are kind of like probable, let's not play them so that they'll be fit as a fiddle for the next one. And it's like, no, go do it for everybody. Go out and just beat Notre Dame.
They're kids, man. Those kids want to go play ball, dude. These ain't pro athletes that are in their late 20s, early 30s that need a break, dude. Those guys need to go play ball.
Yeah.
And I get it if a guy's kind of limped up and whatever, but yeah, no, these guys need to get out there and ball out. Those are kids, and this is the time of year. This is what you do it for. Is this time of year? No, November football in college is where it's at.
Yep.
Kyle,
did I answer?
My whatchamacallit's going right now, so that's why I've been on.
Are we back to your furnace? Is this?
Yeah,
are we having furnace issues again?
Hey, I'm just glad you've got power this time.
But I've got what this time? Power?
Yeah.
When have I not had power?
When you texted me yesterday, hey, did you guys' power go out?
Yeah, I mean it did go out. So
Hey, did you guys see the Aurora Borealis out there tonight? Can you see it out there where you're at?
I haven't been looking for it outside, so yeah.
Yeah, I don't go outside. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
Actually, I did run outside to check the mail because I couldn't remember if I picked it up earlier today or not. But yeah.
Good times.
I don't know, Kyle. Were you hoping for a hotter take?
No, I mean it's pretty simple. It's like we know there's some bias, favoritism, whatever you want to say in the rankings. It is what
100%.
it is. But they say this stupid eye test, and it's like that's not what you should be judging on. You should be judging on wins and losses. Like, BYU lost to a top 10 team on the road.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad loss, right? That's just, if that was the SEC and Georgia lost at Alabama, they wouldn't be hit for it as hard as BYU was for losing at Texas Tech. So it's always interesting. It's all subjective because people, obviously believe that the Big Ten and the SEC are far superior to any other conference. They believe Notre Dame's superior, even though we've I give credit for Notre Dame for who they lost to, but then they haven't played anybody since. So I don't know. It's unfortunate that like we want to put 8 SEC teams. Like, what does that do? That doesn't do anything. I should say we want to. Greg Sankey wants 8 SEC teams in the college football playoff. But it's like that doesn't do anything for college football.
Well, but I mean, if you look at it though, it's pretty even right now. I mean, there's what you got like six SEC schools, 5 Big Ten schools. There's 4 Big 12, 5 ACC, and then you fill it in from there, right? Like,
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, Greg Stinky went on the record and said he wants 8 SEC teams in the college football playoff, and it's like, why? That doesn't do anything for college football, and it's
that's garbage
brand because you've already played each other. So we don't want to see those. We want to see fresh blood, right? Like that's what we want to see, and he's not giving it to us. So it's just, I don't know. It's all subjective. There's no metrics that they really use. There's no standard by what they say. I mean, they say, conference champions, the conference championship game, and the highest rated, G5 conference champion. That's it. That's all you know. The rest of it is, it's who wants who in, right? It's not about deserves to be in. It's who wants who in. And that's where the issue lies. And it's always going to be that way. And it doesn't matter. It's just like the NCAA tournament basketball. They are pushing mid-majors out. Like they're trying to get more power conferences. That's why they keep talking about expansion, is because they want these teams that don't deserve to be in the NCAA tournament in the NCAA tournament. It's just, I don't know. And the thing is, I don't think there's a fix for it, right? There's no metric that they can use because, like we said, BYU loses on the road at a top 10 team. They get docked, 5 spots, you know? But Georgia, they go and lose to a top 10 team on the road. They're getting docked
2 or 3.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, it's so subjective. It is what it is. BYU controls their own destiny, so go control it. Like last year, they controlled their own destiny and they blew it at Arizona State. I just think you control it, go do it. Go take care of business. That's it.
Have we seen the viewership numbers from the BYU Utah game or BYU Texas Tech game?
I haven't.
Because here's the thing I really want to look at. 4.4 million viewers. Or hold on. Nope, that's wrong. Yeah, I really want to see that come out because here's the thing, like the SEC is more popular because they get all the great time slots because they have a contract with ESPN. People watch their games because they're being put on ABC, they're being put on ESPN. They're not playing on TNT, they're not playing on ESPN Ocho or ESPN Plus or I don't know, whatever, FX or whatever, the CM channel, the reason why they want 8 or 9 teams in there is because, well, yeah, they get to keep all that money in the SEC. The rich get richer, and it's like Kyle and I talked about this last night, where in an ideal world, 8 spots locked up. Okay, the 2 teams from each of the major 4 conferences that go to their conference championship game get in. Top 2. Okay, so first and second place, whether you win or lose, you're in the playoff. If you win, you get a first round bye. If you don't, then you get whatever seed. And then the last 4 spots are one for the non-power 4 champion, and then 3 at-large bids. Like, I think that's a win-win for a lot of people. It still allows the SEC to have maybe those last 3 spots. Maybe the Big Ten takes 2 of those spots or all 3. Who knows? But it's something's got to give. It becomes just this invitation of whoever this committee wants. I think they've done a good job thus far putting things together. Few little nitpicky things that I would like to see switch, but a couple weeks left. I think it irons itself out. But Danny seems to want to be. Oh, there he goes. He's back now.
Hey, it's that hillbilly internet. Hey, it's the Aurora Borealis.
Is that really affecting you?
I don't know.
So I just got another updated bracket this time.
Hey, let's go.
Now we play Friday at 1 p.m. on Pioneer 1. So they moved us to the other facility. So, and then
Pioneer, that's right there off the interstate, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, dude. Yeah, a lot of travel ball there.
When we win that game, we play at 8 a.m. on Saturday.
Jesus.
So,
Kyle, you got to leave these guys alone. The more you keep
pestering
them,
the team that one of the two teams that we were going to play the winner of, they're not in this bracket anymore. So, and I wondered about that because I thought they were an E team. So I really wondered about that. I'm going to check okay. So there was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, or 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So there's 25 teams in the bracket I got this morning. And now there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 4 teams either got dropped or they moved down to E.
Didn't pay their shit. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what I kind of think because they didn't pay their stuff. But I could be wrong.
Can we move down to E now?
No.
That doesn't do us any good.
We're not moving down to E. Yeah, we're a D team. So
that's like all the other E codes that like to bump themselves down. You know, C guys that we're gonna see on D teams this weekend. So
yeah. So let's
Kyle, how are we ever gonna win a T-shirt and be able to brag to our friends that we beat guys that are not as good as us?
Hey, we're not U-Trip.
So Sweet Spots, Homies.
Sweet Hoppin' Homies. What?
I think Sweet Spot, Homies.
Oh, Sweet Spot.
Bake and Bake. And Deuces. Those are the 4 teams that dropped out of the D bracket or didn't pay their stuff or whatever. So I have no idea who the 2 teams are that we play. That we'll play the winner of. So they play right before us at noon on Friday.
Oh, so we get them all nice and warm. I like it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
So
time to throw something filthy.
Not really feeling the 8 a.m. game though, Kyle.
It's not my fault.
It's what we do. Hey, John, if you're gonna be on this squad, we get stuck with this bullshit all the time, man.
True.
No matter where we go, dude.
True.
Just dumb. Dumb.
Well, and you're gonna say that. You're gonna say that multiple times this weekend. You're like, this is stupid. Be like, yeah, that's what we have to deal with, John. That's how we roll.
So what happens after that, Kyle? We win at 8 a.m. Then
we play
then
at
what
10
happens?
a.m.
Oh. Okay.
And then it's go win ball games. Probably 10 a.m. and then win that. We probably have a little bit of a layoff till mid-afternoon, 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. So all I see here right now is it just goes till that Saturday 10 a.m. game.
Hey, all I know is that do we still got the same half of the bracket, or do they completely reshuffle everything?
It's still kind of the same. Yeah, I mean it's there's a little bit of difference there. So yeah, I mean still a good draw, I think. Like I said, I just don't know half these teams.
Yeah.
Like I know
you're gonna have a bunch from Arizona.
Well, I know Stud Farm. I know I know Full Send, right? I know E- on this. That's Cash's team. Raging Rhinos is from Grand Junction. Balzania, I know that. I know Cage Bombs and M&H, but they're on the other side of the bracket.
And both the Challenge Cup teams are on the other side of the bracket too, right?
Yeah, D and E. And I wonder who's on the Challenge Cup. I wonder if the Challenge Cup D team is the actual Utah Challenge Cup D team because that's Dustin coaching it. Unless it's the second, unless they have like
or is
2.
it Nevada's? Or is it Nevada's Challenge Cup team?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because you would almost think that there. I don't know. I don't know that would be.
There's a couple of things here. If we get to that 10 a.m. game on Saturday, we win Friday, then win that 8 a.m. game, and then get to that Saturday game. That Saturday 10 a.m. game, we could either potentially play Stud Farm. We could play Full Send, who beat us in the championship in Elko. Yeah, so, like there's some.
Elko.
I mean, in Evanston. Sorry, excuse me, in Evanston in August.
I was gonna say, no, that was a Reno team, homie.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're just gonna go out and have fun. I asked if that's the final one. I'm waiting for a confirmation on that. So at least we play for sure. But
so hey, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that you don't be a good leadoff hitter and we lose the first game. When do we play?
I don't know. She only sent me the.
Oh, didn't even send you the consolation.
No, I don't even know if they have it completed yet. Like that's what I'm saying. I asked if this was the final one, so we'll see. So, yeah. Why do you guys all doubt me? What's the hate there for? I don't understand that.
What?
As a leadoff hitter, why does everybody doubt me? I do good.
I didn't doubt you. I was just throwing.
He said
a
with all due
out there.
respect. He said with all due respect.
Last night, he's like, I've seen you in league leadoff, and I know, dude, I swing at a lot of different garbage in league than I do in a tournament. Like I'm a little bit more picky in a tournament than I am in league. So
hey, we wouldn't have left him at leadoff if he didn't do a dang good job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, Danny. I was shocked when you put me at leadoff in Elko. I'm not gonna lie. With who we had playing with us, I was a little shocked, but I was happy about it. So
hey, we did work. I mean, hey, I got our shirts from that too. I'll be bringing out also.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
T-shirts, yeah.
Be careful. John will get upset at you for that because, like, he got upset at me one year when we won in Evanston that he didn't come, and then he's like, "Why didn't I get a jersey?" Well,
I was gonna bring my Goosetown jersey.
Because listen, Kyle, I'm always gonna bust your balls and stuff, but like, I'm part of that squirt squad, and
I wasn't able to make it in that tournament though.
I wasn't able to make it because I was being a good father.
Channel 4.
You guys wouldn't like get my back. It's hate. It's hurtful. Okay, straight hurtful.
Hey, did you try your shirt on? Does it fit, John?
It does.
He was wearing it all night last night when we were hitting.
They do fit a little big.
They do not at the very end.
You can take it from him after we're done playing, but I gave Derek's jersey to wear while we're playing, so he kind of fits in.
I have two extras also.
Okay, so we can give one to Jordan to wear then. Maybe we'll see how big are the two that you have.
I think both. I think I might have a large and an extra large.
Okay, so we'll give either the large or the extra large to Eric because Derek's drowns him, and we'll give the one that he's got for Derek to Jordan so that they have jerseys. Oh, we're gonna look like a team.
Yeah.
We're gonna look like a team. How about them apples?
Holy cow, Kyle! It's a miracle.
Yeah, it is a miracle, John. Jackass.
Whoa, Kyle! Oh, why the hostility?
There's no hostility here. I'm happy as I'm so happy right now. I don't know why.
So we got 12 dudes, right?
Yes.
I might have 12 GCR hats. We can at least all wear, at least in one picture, because I know people wear their own hats and shit.
Okay.
Oh, I've already got my hat picked out.
Is it a Padres hat?
No.
I usually just wear my.
I do have like the mint green City Connect Padres hat, but
okay,
I'll be wearing my bucket hat. So
Joey just finalized it. So yeah, we play at 1 p.m. on Friday.
Okay.
At Pioneer 1, and Pioneer 1 is standard softball field.
So that's not the one up top. That's the one off to the left of the upper field, right?
No, it's the here. Then it comes down there, and it's
yeah. So you have the baseball field, then you have one right straight down the hill from it.
Right.
That's 2, and then you have the one that's facing like south.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah.
So
I got
that
you.
one.
Yeah. No, copy that.
Southwest, but yeah.
southeast. The number 2 faces southwest.
Well, there's no big mountains around there, so I can't.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time.
So did he send you a full bracket?
No, they just sent me the first part of it right now, so I'm gonna put it in the group message and say.
I wish Kyle, you just wouldn't send that at all ever. Just say, hey guys, until you get the full laminated version of it, just don't tell us because you had me
See,
all
and that's
excited. I was like, great, 4 o'clock, good. We can sleep in. We can go get breakfast. Maybe even go play a round of golf.
well. Here's as a
No,
director, man. Like I had got so sick of that shit. That's why I started doing like either the night before draws or the night of draws. Like, you know what?
Mhm.
Everybody show up, get ready to play when we're ready to go. Whatever time we tell you to play, dude, it's time to play, man. Like, I hate that. What time do we play? What time do we play? And then you got these dipshits down there that live there. Oh, I'm trying to work half a day. Like, man, you signed up for a world's tournament. Like, you
Yeah,
should be taking the whole days off. Like, I mean, shit, we
yeah,
took a few.
like you got the
Yeah.
day off there, guy.
Yeah,
Like,
come on, man. If you have the option to work part of a day, like you have the option to work all day, because it sounds like you're going to be able to go to bed in your own bed tonight and probably cook your own food or have your own wife cook your own food or whatever, right? Like,
mhm.
so what are we bitching about? Like, stop it.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, part of the draw for going to these bigger tournaments is like a little vacation. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know that I'd want that like in my backyard.
yeah,
You know,
What? You want what in your backyard?
well, like one of these like big worlds tournaments. Like if they did it
Oh,
up here in Utah, it wouldn't be as fun as it is. Like, hey, let's go travel somewhere.
all
You know,
right.
let's go hang out with the guys for a couple days and love my kids, love my wife, but like get away from it all for a few days. Go have some fun. Um,
Go make some memories, man. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's
memories.
so there was for a while down in Vegas, like they would for NCS Worlds, they actually limited like local teams for
mm,
a while in getting into NCS Worlds because it was the same thing. These are just local dudes and in Reno it's gotten that way a little bit too. All these local teams, they're playing every weekend. I mean, you got Golden Eagle
yeah, they are.
Complex out there and they're literally playing every weekend and it and Salt Lake it's the same, right? Like it's just you really want to play the same 12 teams like every single weekend? Like I don't know. I'm indifferent about that. I don't like. I want to go to new places, even if it's small. Like I like these little, Evanston and things like that, and these long-standing tournaments, and doing something different. And rather than seeing the same old chodes every weekend. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't like that personally.
Well, that was one of my favorite tournaments. Was however many years ago, going up to Kings of the Northwest. And if I remember correctly, it was open, and we ended up playing.
Vancouver.
It was in like Lacey, Washington, and we ended up playing. Um, God, we were a D team, and we ended up playing a single A. We almost had the chance to play Newbury, who was Conference USA team that year, and it ended up like our buddies who were a C team out of Boise ended up playing them. Gave them a pretty good game until, and if I remember correctly, New Breed started being a bunch of a-holes and like blowing middle on a C pitcher and ended up like he caught a line drive that ended up breaking his hand and they ended up losing. But it was like this one A team we played, I think they hit like 12 home runs in a row. It was unlimited. So you could just blast it. And it was very eye opening. And then obviously like they reseeded us after that and we got into like our own bracket and whatnot. But like that one went to border battle, um, and I think that one was in Portland, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly. Like,
yeah,
you know,
that's important.
it's been fun. It was fun to have like traveled to some of these. Now, granted, that's why I don't play as much as I did, used to because well, I'm number one, I'm older, but also I got grown kids to go do things with. But it's nice to kind of get out and you know Especially on this team, it sounds like there's very low expectations for me. I'm not necessarily playing the field at all. I'm going to catch, play first base maybe.
Until you have to.
Until I had to, which I'm ready. I was out.
I don't think you're going to be at first ever, John. I don't see you ever playing first on this team. You ain't got the stature, homie.
Listen, I may not have the stature, but I can play first base better than just about anybody on that team.
That
and I don't even know any of you.
True.
BS, Kyle. The one tournament that you had me play first base the whole time, how'd we do? How'd we do?
Not true whatsoever.
Our best finish.
We're just going to roll with that. Not true whatsoever. Speaking of playing, the stature situation. So this is for our young guys because I told him I was going to tell the story.
Yeah.
And I think I've already told you, Danny, about how I met John, like how I got to, picked him up to play with us. So I think it was March of 18?
It was about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So March of 2018. I needed a guy to help fill in a tournament, right? We're looking for a guy. It was early March term. We were going to play the C bracket, and then we are going to play D's right after that. It was a U-Trip tournament, one of their first ones of the season. And I needed a guy. And he actually came on Facebook, one of the pages, and said, hey, I'm just moving back to Utah. I'm looking to play. He's got this picture, his profile picture, where he's wearing, I think it was a blue pullover, had his hat, was like getting ready to hit. And he looked like he was maybe 6'1", 6'2", looked like he was a good ball player, like legit. Okay.
Okay. Well, hold on. You can't throw that crap in there because it makes it seem like I'm not, because I am a good ball player. Okay.
But you're not 6'1".
I'm not. Not by any means.
Take a look
not
at the
by any
picture
means.
Tell me what you think. Okay. So we take a look at the picture. Anyways, so I hit him up because I was like, hey, where are you? And he was moving to Eagle Mountain, he mentioned. And I was like, oh, cool. I live in Eagle Mountain. Why don't you come play with us? We're playing D's. We're playing this tournament in Ogden. He's like, well, I got to figure out if that's one a weekend I'm going to be down because they're moving from Boise. And he was. So he's going to meet us at the fields. Because I think you were coming down from Boise that Saturday and you were going to stop and play with us, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And so we met him at the fields. Well, is at Weber County. And as we're walking to the field, I'm looking, around to see if I can find him or anything. And I look over at our dugout and there's this short, maybe 5'7" guy that was in our dugout. I'm like, who is that guy? And I think it was Kit or Robert said, is that your guy? I was like, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. He's in a white sweatshirt, got the ear thing wrapped around his head and the hat, and and I'm like, are you John? He's like, yeah, I'm John. Nice to meet you. And I was like, oh, okay. And that's the history is, my life's never been the same because now I got a 5'7" friend that makes me look even bigger than I really am. And
I appreciate you giving me an extra inch and a half. I appreciate that.
Well, and then he gets clobbered in our first game? You get run over by one of the guys sliding it.
So we're playing this C team. Playing the C team, easy ground ball to our shortstop, and I'm standing on second base, and I catch it. Nice, easy play. He's toast, like not even close, and he comes barreling through there like he's trying to sack the quarterback, like just a complete a-hole. Like I don't know who he is. I've never met anybody. I haven't said anything. Like this is like the first inning, and you're gonna do that? Really?
And it was cold too.
5 letters for you: P-R-I-C-K, prick.
Yep. Yeah,
that's what that guy is.
Must have been related to Kyle Whittingham.
I couldn't tell if I was disappointed. I was disappointed at first when I saw how big he wasn't, when we first met him. But then he played, and the I'll say it, the shit talking, amongst the team, he fit right in. Like it was perfect.
Hey, we know when that fits, right, Kyle? Yeah. Like, I mean, that's kind of how we're all in this together. Like I try to tell everybody, we're an acquired taste. Like you hear us talking to each other, and we're all running our mouths, and we're generally just talking shit to each other. And everybody's like, "These guys are assholes." Like, no, we ain't being assholes to you. We're just That's our camaraderie. That's how we roll, and that's that's how we like to have fun. And if we ain't doing that, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, or like John said, we're gonna win a T-shirt, or whatever, right? Like that's all it is. But we're really going for those memories, Kyle. We're going for those memories and making those memories and having a good time. And ain't no other person gonna make me have a bad time. And I clean that up nice for you, Kyle.
The memories can't be going 0-3 though. Okay,
Yeah,
that's never even discussed. Like, we're here to win games. Like, that's all there is to it. Everybody says, well, it's all about having fun. You know what? Fun is winning ball games. So yeah, we're looking at this is we're looking to win this thing. And if we don't, we're gonna have a good time. But it's not, things are gonna happen if we don't. We're gonna go win this thing. We're gonna go win 6 in a row, or whatever it takes, and run this thing and have the best time down in poor man's Vegas, down in Mesquite, huh?
Yeah. John had an idea, since he wasn't sure how long the breaks were going to be, but he wants to take a little 45-minute drive to go to some taco stand in North Las Vegas.
Jude. Yeah.
No.
I'm not saying like I'm not going to do it like in between games, but if, like, say for instance we get done our Friday game, we're not playing till 8 a.m. I might jump in my car and drive that 45 minutes, half an hour to Vegas to go get some tacos.
That's an hour and a half round trip, John. For some god dang tacos. There's plenty of
I'll go do shopping
tacos
as well
in Mesquite, dude. I guarantee there's plenty of
no
those available.
Not like that. Nope. Pass. These are
so John's the guy that gets stuck on the highway, and now Kyle's got to go play first base because it was John's one shot to play first base, but he's stuck in North Las Vegas. Can't get back.
I'll show up late to the game. Like, it was worth it, guys.
Yeah,
it was worth it.
You still won't play first.
That's another story for another episode from one of our trips to Worlds. John, I don't know if you remember it with Devin Gomez.
Gosh. Dude.
That was an adventure. We'll talk about that on another episode, Danny.
That's my wallet.
Hey, let's record a couple this weekend. Like, seriously, like especially if we got time. Let's do something from the casino down there or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's do something cool.
I think that's the plan, right?
At 1 o'clock on Friday, and then we have all the time in the world on Friday to do some things. But
we got Thursday night. Hey, we got Thursday night. That's a pregame. We could talk about some golf and how bad I am at golf, and that'll be mine and John's first physical introduction to each other. So it'll be kind of like Abbott Costello kind of a deal. So yeah. It'll be fun.
Well, I mean, my bag is packed. I've got the cameras packed. I've got my bag that has my Roadcaster and the headset so we can record.
The GoPro batteries are in my jockey box in my pickup. So.
Yeah, there we go. And I've got the scorebook is ready to put in my bat bag for Coach Yock to take care of. And
he'll bring his own pin. He'll bring his own pin.
I got a 60 wedge the other day, so I'm happy about that. Now I can chip a little bit better.
I keep forgetting that part of our trip that I got to bring clubs. I haven't even thought about half of that yet. I got to do laundry tomorrow, man.
That's fun for you. My laundry's already done. I'm already packed. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get.
I got to go pick up some tires in North Salt Lake, so I gotta be in North Salt Lake by like 5:30 tomorrow to pick up a load of tires. So
nice.
Kyle, I'm still trying to find this freaking picture.
Yeah, I was looking through your picture. I was Facebook stalking you too today, trying to look for that picture. So couldn't find it.
Every picture I see, I'm like, there's no way he thinks I'm 6 foot.
It was
no way.
It was like a close up. I didn't see. It wasn't the whole like.
It was the whole body. Yeah,
it was like the whole upper body. Like, you look big too. Like, you look strong.
I do. Like, right now, I look big, and then I'm gonna sit next to you on our podcast Thursday night, and I'm like, this is little guy.
That's
exactly how it's going to be.
He still could barely put up 135 last night at the cages.
I did it 7 times.
I'm pumping 225
without a sweat.
Times. It's cool.
You never once. Okay, I found the picture, Kyle. Here you go.
Show the picture. Show the picture. Let's see it.
Show me the blueprints.
Okay.
Show me the blueprints. Show me
Where
the
do we
blueprints.
share screen? Got it. This one right here.
No, that was not the one I saw. Not a chance. You had white baseball pants on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was this one right here. I hate the sharing screen thing on this app. It is ridiculous. It's not that simple, Kyle.
It sure is that simple. No, you were wearing a blue top, like a blue pullover. I swear, because it didn't show your legs. It showed you in a nice hat, nice swing, blue pullover, and that's why I hit you up, because I actually thought that you were bigger than you really were. So that's all I'm going to say. We'll leave
so
it
hold on. You're saying that you're heightest.
Well, sometimes, like
your heightest. Did you just say your heightest?
Yes, I did.
Man, God damn it!
I don't.
That's almost as bad as unhomed, dude. I got in such an argument the other day on somebody with being unhomed. Anyways, go ahead.
I don't know how you can be friends with this guy. It's horrible.
It's a good time. It's a good freaking time. We still haven't figured out where we're going for breakfast. Are we going to get breakfast sandwich from Ernie's, or are we going to stop at Cracker Barrel?
Okay, so it depends on what time me and Yacht can pull out tomorrow, right? So I'm good. Yacht, if he gets back from his run around noon, we can get out of town by 12:30, 12:45. I should be able to get into North Salt Lake in time to grab the tires. If not, I can probably convince him to just leave them out and I'll load them. Worst case scenario, I have to make a run up there first thing in the morning, which I would do at like 6:30 on Thursday. But
okay,
that's the only variable right now. But other than that,
leave at 9. If that's the case, either way, I think we can still leave at 9 because it's not 2.5 hours from North Salt Lake to either my house or John's house.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know how far is it to Mesquite from or wherever we're golfing from your house.
About 4.5 hours, 4.5 hours, depending on how fast we drive.
Okay.
So
and our tee time is what?
1:54 and 2:03. So we got
two. Okay, cool. I thought it was closer to the front end of one. All right.
So we got plenty of time. So, if we can leave by 9, that'd be fantastic. I'd say we just stop at Ernie's and get breakfast sandwiches. Those are delicious.
Don't eat eggs.
And get on the road and go.
You don't eat eggs?
I will say this. You don't eat eggs?
You didn't know that, Kyle?
I did not know that.
I don't eat eggs, which is fine, dude. I make concessions. That's fine.
Okay. Sorry. What I was going to say is, just for reference, Sun River Golf Course, they require, the collared shirt, and
I'm wearing my Ducks polo, dude. So yeah.
There you go. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in this episode. We've gone over an hour again. That's what our episodes are all about: talking, debating, talking crap. So hit the like, subscribe button.
See you Thursday.
Make sure you share with your friends. We love, the feedback, comments, everything else. And we'll see you on the next episode of the No Sauce Podcast with Kyle and John, with the special guest, Danny. And we'll see you on the next episode.